Good evening, fellow racers. Welcome back to the channel. It is your boy Vexed here, and we are here with the League 4 drivers in the Ultimate Racing League's BTCC. This is race 1 of round 4. We are at Blue Moon Base Speedway Infield A. Without further ado, we'll have a quick look through the grid. So Albert, he's put it on pole. Wacky Racer, he's in 2nd place. Smith is in 3rd. Sterling Moss is in 4th place. Tommy is in 5th. Toten, he's there in 6th. Matt is in 7th. Woody is in 8th. Sideways George is 9th. Jesse Salas, he's 10th. Slowpoke, he's 11th. And Viking Daddy bringing up the rear in 12th. So, without further ado, shall we get into it? Oh, hang on. I've not even lined up the klaxon boy. There he is. He's just walked through the door. So, yeah, let's get into it. The klaxon sounded. The lights should be going out. And they are. Well, it looked like one of the Subarus. I think that was Tommy getting a really good start there. It looked like he was going to take up that 2nd position. Or 3rd even. I think he's moved from 4th to 3rd. So Albert actually starting to get away from the rest of the pack already. He's trying to take E-Racer with him. Obviously Wacky is Albert's teammate. So I imagine they've been thoroughly discussing team orders this evening. They both look like they're equal on pace at the moment. As we're just coming up, well, that's probably the halfway mark of the lap there, to be honest, isn't it? So we'll have a quick rundown. So Albert, he's got away in 1st place. Wack is following him in 2nd. We've got Smith still in 3rd. Tommy's there in 4th. We've got Sterling, he's in 5th. Oh no, Matt's managed to go past him. Matt's moved up to 5th place. He's taken that 5th place away from Sterling. So his teammate dropping down to 6th. He's got Toten all over the back of him as well. Toten trying to look for a way past Sterling at the moment, not quite managing to do so. He's got Woody with him as well. It looks like Toten may have got a better run through that final turn. There he is. So yeah, he's managed to take that 6th place, but he's got Woody and Sterling Moss are coming alongside him. I think they may go for the move into turn 1. We're going to have to stay on board with these two for just a second. Sterling looking for the move. Toten just managing to stay ahead there. I think there was a tiny bit of a concertina through that last turn, but nobody coming off worse for wear. So Sterling still there in 7th. And look at Jesse. Jesse's come from nowhere. He was at the back of the pack, wasn't he? Jesse's moved all the way down to 8th place. He's moved ahead of Woody, his teammate, and he's trying to get onto the back of Sterling now. Sterling actually passing. Oh, hang on. So we've got a few. I think Slowpoke. I think he was up ahead, wasn't he? Anyway, so we've got Albert, Smith, Wacky Racer, Tommy, Toten, Sterling, Matt. Oh, Matt's dropped down to 7th. Woody, he's there in 8th. Slowpoke, he's in 9th, but being challenged by Sideways. Sideways trying to go around his outside. We have seen the Subaru is quite good. It's got very good traction. He's actually managed to get it done, it looks like, but Slowpoke got the inside for this turn, so may be able to get back past him. Looks like he may get the old switcheroo done. He is coming along the inside there. And he's managed to retake that position. Sideways actually dropping down a couple of positions there. So Jesse's managed to go through. Vikings managed to go through. Sideways dropping all the way down to 12th. Not sure what happened there. Maybe he backed off. Perhaps he thought he was at fault for... I'm not sure. Or he could be having that weird voodoo internet issues, lobby stability problem, whatever you want to call it. He may be having that again this evening. Meanwhile, Albert, well, what can we say? Albert is dominating it again. He's managed to pull out a good, I think that's probably a healthy 6 or 7 second lead already. Wacky Racer. He's not too far, well, I say he's not too far behind, but I just said he was 6 or 7 seconds behind. So yeah, I believe he's about 6 or 7 seconds behind at this stage. Still got Tommy with him. Tommy's not too far behind him. There he is. He's in the first of 2 Subarus. Obviously, Sideways George being his teammate. Tommy, he's got a nice gap now to Toten. Toten's managed to make his way through from 7th to 4th. So he's on a bit of a charge at the moment. He'll be trying to chase down Albert, but might be too little too late as we approach the 4-minute mark of this race, just past it. Toten's actually being chased down by Smith. Smith still looks like he's got a lot of pace in that Genesis. Definitely looks like it's a track dependent car though. Obviously excelling on some tracks and being hella nasty on others, as I have found out, well, as me and Flash have found out with the R34 GT500 in League 1. Absolutely terrible around some tracks and not bad at others. Could be a lot better. Sterling, he's there in 6th, so he's still ahead of his teammate at the moment. He was behind his teammate, but he's managed to get ahead. Matt, he's having to go defensive against Woody now. We've seen how fast that Supra is in a straight line. Might just stay on board with Woody, chasing down Matt, coming down this start-finish straight, because this is one of the fastest parts of the track. Let's see if he manages to edge past him on approach to turn 1. Just past 150 mile an hour. He's gone for that move. He's going down the inside. He's managed to get it stopped, so he's taken that 7th place away from Matt. Matt's going to have to settle for 8 for the meantime, but I think the NSX is superior through the corners, so I do imagine he's going to manage to get it. Oh, as he looks for a move there. He's going for a move. Sterling's off the track. Are these two going to get past? Sterling's going to have to watch his rejoin. Oh, it looks like he's rejoined okay. Matt really piling the pressure on Woody now, though. Sticking right with him. And you can see how much faster he is through the turns, to be fair, so... Supra, superior straight line speed. NSX, superior cornering speed. Oh, surely Matt's not going to send it here. That was so close, that was close, I was lucky. Little tiny scrape of the wall there for Woody, but don't think there was contact between the two racers. There may have been the slightest sideways nudge, but not really avoidable. Slowpoke, he's in 9th. He's having a bit of a lonely race at the moment. In that Aston Martin. Doing all he can to try and catch up to the rest of the guys, but at the moment, he is in no man's land, isn't he? Sideways, he's moved through the 10th, so he dropped all the way down to the back of the pack, but he's managed to get back past Jesse and Viking, and he's trying to get onto the back of Slowpoke now, so... Not having too much of a bad race. Oh, there's a yellow flag up ahead. Not sure what's caused that. I can't see anything on the track map. Obviously nothing untoward. The hazard has obviously cleared fairly quickly, so... Viking Daddy. Oh, he was who was missing last week, I believe, wasn't he? So we had Stacking Yak last week in the McLaren. He was missing his teammate Viking Daddy. Looking like Viking Daddy's here this evening. No Stacking Yak. So I don't know where Yak's gone. He might have eloped with Barry, to be fair. Everyone loves Barry. Jesse. Come on, Salas. We know you got some pace in that Supra. He's actually got his hazards on, so that might be slowing him down slightly. Definitely going to be taking a little bit of pace out of that car, I assume. One can only assume. Alba. Meanwhile, Alba, he's on the fastest, well, he's got the fastest lap, hasn't he, with a 1 minute 11.5, so just over a minute a lap here around this track. Not one of the longest of tracks, but I imagine they're going to get quite a few laps in. Well, I think we're just past the... I think we may get 13 or 14 laps. That's my prediction. Being a 15-minute race. Okay, Albert. He's just crossed the start-finish line for the 8th time. 7th time. Start of lap 8. Quick math. Whack. He's got a nice gap now, hasn't he, to the rest of the field as well, but he's kind of lost his teammate somewhat. Still having a very good drive here. I imagine if this is the way the league progresses and the continuing rounds... Oh, Toten's actually made his way up to third place. So Toten overtaking Tommy. He's got that third podium slot and he's firmly trying to chase down Whack now. But as I was saying, if this is how it stays, then the GTRs may take the manufacturers. I think Alba at the moment, unless he has some major mishaps, I think he's on at the moment to take the championship. Obviously still early days, anything can happen yet, but he has got quite a sizable lead. Toten, he's there in third place. In fact, I shall see if I can actually find the standings quickly. So yeah, as I was saying, so Alba, he's currently sat in first place and he's got 228 points. Toten is on 185, so not too far behind. As I say, still all to play for. And Wacky's on 164, so that's your top three in the standings currently. So Tommy's still there in fourth. We got somebody stopped on the track. Let's hope that doesn't cause a yellow flag, because if we have anyone going for overtakes along there, that is going to end them up with a penalty. Sterling Moss, he's still currently in fifth. He's got his teammate still behind him in sixth. Who is that? Yeah, we can see a car at the side there at the entrance to the pits. Not quite sure who it is. Woody, he's up to seventh. So Smith dropping all the way down to eighth. Seems to have been the story of his season. He's had some really strong starts, but it seems to fall apart somewhat through the middle of the race towards the end. Not sure if he's got involved in some incidents or... As I say, that Genesis was looking fast round here, so he must have had a coming together with someone, or perhaps he grazed the wall on that final turn. Right, the final turn before the final sweeping left. Slowpoke still in ninth. Still got a little bit of work to do, but he is on the mediums for this first race, so that might be a strategy. He's getting the mediums out of the way early. He'll be on the softs for the next two races. We've got Sideways. Sideways is here in 10th. He's being chased down by Jesse, though. I think Jesse's not going to be far off his slipstream now. And yeah, that was Viking Daddy. So Viking Daddy, he's retired in this first race. He's actually taken his car back to the pits now as well, so as not to cause a yellow flag. That has caused issues previously in some previous seasons. We've had people stopping on the track and people end up with, I think it was a whole 3 seconds worth of penalty. I know Vexed, he had a bad one. I think it might have been in the GT2 Endurance series. Which cost him a place or two. So Alba, he's still firmly out in first place, isn't he? Wacky Racer, he's still in second place, nobody challenging him. I think this is where these two are going to finish if they don't have any meetings with Barry. Toten, he's been trying to chase the two GTRs down. He's in the Aston, perhaps not quite the ultimate pace around here. The GTR is proving to be the top dog at the moment. Then Toten actually opts in for the mediums this race as well, so good result for him to finish on the podium. He'll be happy with that. So we've got Tommy. Tommy's now starting to be chased down by Sterling Moss. Sterling Moss, he's getting closer. Closer as the end of the race is approaching very soon. I think Alba's made it through for a final lap. I think this is going to be the final lap for Wacky, but is he going to get through? We'll have to go back with Tommy and Sterling in just a second. I hope I don't miss the overtake. So he's managed to go through as well. Toten, will he make it for another lap? Yes, he's managed to get through as well. So Tommy and Sterling. Where's Sterling gone? He was right with him, wasn't he? So Tommy and Sterling, they managed to get through as well. I think Matt's managed to get through. And Woody has. So Smith, he's going to finish in 8th place. Slowpoke is going to finish in 9th. We got Sideways, he's going to bring it home in 10th. There we go. And Jesse, he's in 11th. So on board with your race leader. He's dominated it from start to finish. He's very strong on that GTR this season, isn't he? Oh well, that was a very abrupt finish. Not actually managing to. Well, we know who the top 3 were. So we had Alba. He came in 1st place. Wacky Racer. He finished in 2nd. Toten was 3rd. Tommy was 4th. I think it actually says there on the right hand side, doesn't it? I think Sterling must have come home 5th. Woody must have been 6th, and Matt was 7th. And then we had, yes, that was right, we had Smith, followed by Slowpoke, followed by Sideways, followed by Jesse, and then Viking Daddy bringing up the rear. Well, that was race 1, guys. Sorry for the abrupt finish and the technical difficulties. That cameraman is definitely going to be sacked. I've been your boy Vexed. We will see you for the next one. Good night.